investigation. The Office of School Safety has provided on-site support to Barron School District in the form of school psychologists trained in crisis response, therapy dogs from the Wausau Police Department, additional school resource officers, and emergency management guidance. The Office of School Safety has also contacted their partner, Safe and Sound Schools, to help us deliver training and provide support to our school community regarding crisis response, trauma, as well as recovery. In addition to the DOJ Office of School Safety, we are also grateful to the Wausau Police Department, Eau Claire Police Department, National Association of School Psychologists, and Safe and Sound Schools. One last question that's been asked that I would like to address. Will our district be holding a celebration or ceremony in the community of any sort? All I can say to that at this time is you better believe it. You better believe it. Jayme, we missed you, and we are so grateful you are home. Thank you.
Before I take questions, and we'll have to really, with all of you, we'll get to them, don't worry. I have some thank yous. Again, my thank yous will never be enough. Thank you to Jayme for having the will to survive. Jayme's family for their patience in keeping their faith in us. The people who rescued Jayme yesterday. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office and all their work yesterday. All the law enforcement agencies locally and across the nation that helped us with the tips. The general public for their support of Jayme. From Jayme Facebook groups to businesses that fed us to the posters that went up on semi-trailers around town, everywhere that you guys put posters up. The school, superintendent, teachers, and all the students for their notes and the beautiful tree lighting. The FBI, DCI, State Patrol, and all the other agencies that assisted us. To the members of my team, my command staff, the dispatchers that took all the tips, patrol officers for following up on all the tips, and our detectives as they continue to work in the field today. Lastly, my family for all their support and understanding over the past 3 months. This has been an awesome day. And I can't thank you guys, the media, enough either. I got lots of tips, or a text last night, tips of support. Not looking for information, just saying our newsroom is crying with you. That was pretty awesome. It's been a tremendous day. We'll be posting pictures and handing out pictures very shortly of the suspect. We also will email this out. This is the suspect currently in the Barron County Jail. Our PIOs from the FBI will be passing these out, and we will also email that to our press and put it on our Facebook page. So with that, many of us are available to answer questions. Again, let's try to do it in somewhat.
Sheriff,
yes.
Did you or the other sheriff talk to us about Jayme's demeanor, her condition in those moments when she found that neighbor? What did she look like? What does she sound like? And how is she right now? Description about her.
I can talk about now. She is good. She's been cleared from the hospital, as Sheriff Delbeck said. There is a reunification process in place going on right now that includes medical, mental evaluations, questioning by detectives and FBI and DCI agents, and then reunification with family.
When will that take place, Chris?
We're working on, that process is in place right now. Part of that is in place. We hope to have her back here in Barron County this morning or early afternoon.
How much do you know right now about what happened to her the last 3 months? Do you know that yet, or
We do not know that. This group behind me does not have that information. This is a very active and fluid case. We are serving search warrants right at this moment in Gordon, in other areas for vehicles, looking for evidence. And again, we hope to release a lot more of that information at 4 o'clock.
Sheriff, you said that Jayme was the target,
Yep.
not her parents. So what interaction, what contact did the suspect have with Jayme beforehand?
That's what we're trying to figure out now, but we believe it was we believe there was really none, no contact.
Do you know if they knew each other prior to this?
I don't know that. We're waiting for that. Again, we think at 4 o'clock we'll be able to release more information about that.
Did Jake Patterson have any connection to law enforcement or any criminal history prior to this?
Jake Patterson had 0 criminal history locally and 0 criminal history in the state of Wisconsin.
Sheriff, are you working for you're looking for?
We are not looking for any additional suspects.
Was Gordon on your radar before this?
Was Gordon on our radar? Gordon was not on our radar.
Did they have any idea on the first court appearance?
First court appearance?
We don't have that yet. That'll be set after we file our criminal complaint.
So sometime next week, though.
Yes.
We believe it'll be next week someday, or a day next week.
Did Jayme explain how she was able to get away yesterday?
She is currently doing that with our detectives now. I do not have that. I just know that she did escape from the home and did find help.
On that note, Sheriff, you've been working tirelessly for 88 days to see her escape by herself. What is that like for you?
That is the will of a kid to survive. It's the unthinkable. I mean, it's just, you guys understand the fake news that's out there, and you guys get bombarded with it, and we just had it prior to this. I mean, I wasn't done with the first tip about she's not in Walworth County and she's in Douglas County. How can that be? I mean, my head spins, as you guys have seen for the last 88 days. It's amazing the will of that 13-year-old girl to survive and escape. That comes from the hope and the prayers and this community and what everybody did. I think what's very interesting is she was recognized immediately by both the female walking the dog and the people at the house because of the work that we did, the public did, and the media did. I think that can't go untalked about here. I mean, that was remarkable that people recognized her. Just what we wanted to happen, happened.
Sheriff, a couple of months ago, you had a release of a couple of car descriptives. Were those cars, did they end up being tied to the case at all? And my other question is, how did she leave the scene? Was it by car, by foot?
She left by foot the scene, and the suspect has several vehicles. We're currently evaluating those vehicles.
Sheriff,
Yes.
How did she become a target of this alleged suspect?
We were just briefed on that by our detectives. That's what they're trying to figure out right now with both interviews of the person we've arrested, Mr. Patterson, and the interviews with Jayme.
Sheriff, does he have any ties to Barron? Does he have any ties here in Barron?
He does have a tie to Barron County.
Sheriff, you said that Jayme was held in the hospital overnight. Is there any signs of physical abuse?
I do not know the answer to that. All I know is she's medically cleared at this time, so she's available to our detectives to start the second part of the reunification process, which is the interview that they are conducting at this time so that we can bring her home.
Sheriff, what steps did the suspect take to not get caught?
We can't comment on that yet because, one, we haven't been briefed on that. We just know that he has taken some measures to avoid detection from both law enforcement and the public.
Was he in one area the whole time with Jayme?
We don't know that. It appears that way, but we don't know. We can't confirm that completely yet.
Sheriff, incidentally, there was a 911 call made from the home. Do we know who made that 911 call?
At this time, I haven't been told who made that 911 call.
Sheriff,
Hand.
It's a very emotional day, obviously. I see the team behind you. Describe the emotions when you found out she was found. Go through that. I can see it on everyone's face right there. But give it to me if you don't mind.
I mean, it was first unreal, and is it true? And then when we confirmed with Sheriff Dahlbeck's team that it's confirmed it was her, my legs started to shake, man. It was awesome. It was just the stress and relief. I mean, it was awesome. I don't have a different word. I mean, it's just fabulous. It was just great.
Rewarding in your career to have this moment like this right now?
I don't know. I mean, my wife and kids are here, so I have to be careful. But it ranks right up there, I'll tell you that. And it was awesome to call Diane, to tell the DA, to talk to these guys that they're just not cops. They're part of this community. When Special Agent in Charge Justin Tolomeo said, we're part of this community, when Brian O'Keefe's guys come up and they've been part of this community, they've been part of it for 88 days. They didn't come here Monday until noon and come back on Friday. They worked every single day of the week on this case. It was tremendous effort by these people behind me. This is a team, and you guys are part of it, so thank you.
Sheriff, was there anyone else in Patterson's home in Gordon when you guys went there yesterday?
There was no one else in the home.
And where was he arrested?
Where he was arrested, I'm going to let Sheriff Dahlbeck answer that because I don't know.
Where was he actually, where'd you pull him over?
Where did Mr. Patterson get arrested?
He was just down the road from the residence.
Did he surrender peacefully?
Yes.
Was he looking for her?
No, I don't believe so.
At this point, has he confessed to anything?
I'll leave that
He's
to
being
the
interviewed.
sheriff.
I don't know the answer to that.
Did Jayme identify the suspect, either from the hospital room or from wherever? Did she identify the suspect that you guys have in common?
I don't know the answer to that question either.
Sheriff, does Patterson own the house?
I don't know the answer to that question. Does he own the house? And I don't know the answer to that.
Do you know that Jayme was inside the home when her parents were killed?
Jayme was inside the home when her parents were killed.
How she was kept in that house against her will? Was she locked up?
Don't know that answer. That's what the search warrant is for right now. As we speak, it's being served.
Sheriff, who was your first phone call to?
Good question. My chief deputy, because I had to remember.
The family's reaction when you told them?
The family's reaction, we were able to coordinate efforts on that because we had a reunification plan in place. Excuse me. And we were able to do the family and Lady Smith. Some of that family was at a basketball game here in Barron, and we sent 3 teams out, and I got to tell Jennifer Smith. We had the Rusk County Sheriff and a detective tell the family and Lady Smith, and then my chief deputy did the family that was at the basketball game here. And they were broke down. I mean, it was, because they had heard about the fake news. So they thought we were coming to confirm that. It wasn't her, don't worry. But when we said she was found safe and alive, tears and lots of hugs.
Sheriff, why do you think she was a target?
Based on some limited information I have, I believe she was the target.
From her?
From our detectives. I don't know how they got that information.
Did they have any contact on social media?
It doesn't appear to be.
Sir, can you talk about what immediately preceded the abduction?
Expand on that. Like, what did the suspect do?
Planned his actions to the target, so just curious, but you said you didn't think that they had any contact beforehand.
Right. So I don't know what he did right afterwards. What he did with Jayme immediately after. I don't know where they went. I don't know if there's a secondary location. That's again what our detectives.
Have you recovered a weapon?
Have we recovered a weapon? I don't know that at this time.
Sheriff, why did you never lose hope that she was alive?
She's a 13-year-old girl, and I'm the sheriff of this county, and my job is to make sure everybody's safe. As these guys all take the same oath, and there's no reason to give up hope. We didn't have any evidence to show that she was injured or that she was hurt at the scene. There was no reason to give up hope. That tree lighting ceremony at the school, those kids believed, and when kids believe, it's easy for adults to believe.
At this point, does it appear that Patterson had any mental health issues?
I have no idea on that question.
Sheriff, tell us more about where she was being held at, this area, the type of home that's there.
It's a home in a remote area. That's all I know, outside of Gordon, Wisconsin.
Has she been there the entire time, or?
We don't know that answer.
Sheriff, how long was he planning this out? You know, he said he was planned the house. You don't have the timeline of how long he planned it?
I don't have an answer of how long.
How
Thank
did
you.
the suspect know Jayme in the first place?
I do not know that answer. Our detectives are figuring that out as we speak.
And just to make sure I understood you correctly earlier, he didn't know her parents at all.
We don't believe that there was contact there.
When you say contact, does that mean physical
Yeah,
contact?
or
did
any-
he had any relationship,
any-
never had met them?
It doesn't appear to be.
So you believe he went there with the intention of abducting her and did whatever he had to do so?
It appears that way.
Did that 911 call pick up any audio that would have gleaned any
No.
information? in
That. Two more questions. He said.
There are thousands of tips, but no leads. Why do you think this investigation was so difficult?
I think because of the steps he took, what we've been briefed on. Again, I can't comment until we confirm a lot of that thing because I don't want to tell you something and have to change my story. But it's a remote area. There isn't a lot of houses in that area. He not only concealed his identity from us, it appears he concealed her from other people also, his friends. And
She existed before all this.
I don't know the answer to that. That's the question I want answered.
Was Patterson employed, and what did he do?
He was not employed at this current time.
And how far did she have to walk from where she was held to?
Do you know, Sheriff, how far she had to walk?
No, I don't know that.
We don't have that answer.
Any connection to Jenny O?
To Jenny O, no, it doesn't appear to any connection to Jenny O.
Sheriff, brave little girl, but can you tell us anything about what the last 3 months have been like for her? Is there fear in her eyes?
I have not seen her, talked to her, and again, that process is taking part. We'll be back at 4 o'clock. Thank you guys all again. Appreciate it.
All right, these are the mugshot photos.